Imagine, for a moment, being able to see magnetic fields as shimmering lines of light across the sky, or perhaps to sense the faint tremors of an earthquake long before the ground begins to shake. Imagine navigating thousands of kilometers across vast, featureless oceans without a map, guided by an invisible force. It sounds like the realm of science fiction, a power reserved for superheroes. And yet for the creatures we are about to explore, these are not fantasies, but fundamental realities of their existence. Welcome to the extraordinary world of animals with a sixth sense. We are about to journey into a realm of mysterious abilities that extend far beyond the five senses we humans are so familiar with. These are not mere curiosities. They are finely tuned evolutionary tools, hidden talents that allow these remarkable animals to survive, to migrate across continents, to hunt with unerring precision, and even, it seems, to predict the great upheavals of our planet. These senses unlock a dimension of reality that remains almost entirely hidden from us. In today's exploration, we will take a deep dive into some of the most fascinating and baffling cases of this sixth sense in the animal kingdom. From the depths of the ocean to the highest skies, we will witness powers that challenge our understanding of what is possible. Prepare yourself, for nature, in its boundless ingenuity, is often far more supernatural than we could ever have imagined. The world you thought you knew is about to reveal its secrets. Here, in the sun-dappled shallows, a great hunter glides, the shark. For centuries we saw it as a simple, powerful predator, but its true genius lies not in its teeth, but in a sense so alien to us, it borders on the magical. It can detect the living, not by sight nor by sound, but by the faint electrical whispers that all living creatures emit. A fish hidden beneath the sand, its heart beating, its muscles contracting, generates a minute electrical field. To the shark, this invisible field is as clear as a beacon in the dark, a signal that betrays the location of its next meal with absolute certainty. This extraordinary ability is made possible by a network of tiny jelly-filled pores that dot the shark's snout. These are the ampullae of Lorenzini, an array of sophisticated electroreceptors, each one exquisitely sensitive to the faintest change in voltage. They form a three-dimensional map of the electrical world, allowing the shark to pinpoint prey with astonishing accuracy, even when it is completely concealed from view. It is a sixth sense that turns the ocean floor, a place of hiding for so many, into a transparent landscape for this ancient and ruthlessly efficient predator. The humble pigeon, a bird so common in our cities that we often overlook its incredible secret. Released hundreds of kilometers from its home, in territory it has never seen, it will, with uncanny reliability, find its way back. This is not luck, nor is it simple memory. The pigeon is a master navigator, equipped with a biological compass that allows it to perceive one of the planet's great invisible forces, the Earth's magnetic field. It is a sense that guides its epic journeys across the sky, a silent, constant map that is always present. Scientists believe this remarkable feat is achieved in part through tiny crystals of a magnetic mineral called magnetite, located within specialized cells in the pigeon's beak. These crystals are thought to act like microscopic compass needles, aligning with the Earth's magnetic lines of force and providing the bird with a constant sense of direction. It is a system of navigation so sophisticated that it allows them to detect not just north and south, but also their latitudinal and longitudinal position. For the pigeon, the world is not just a landscape of sights and sounds, but a web of magnetic pathways. On the vast plains of Africa and Asia, the largest land animal on Earth communicates in a language we cannot hear. Elephants produce powerful, low-frequency rumbles, sounds so deep they travel not just through the air, but through the very ground itself. But their sensitivity to these vibrations goes beyond mere communication. It appears to give them a profound connection to the planet's seismic activity, an early warning system for one of nature's most destructive events, earthquakes. Long before humans feel the first tremor, elephants often become agitated, moving to higher ground. This incredible ability is rooted in their unique anatomy. Their enormous feet are packed with sensitive nerve endings, forming a vast sensory pad that can detect the subtlest of vibrations traveling through the earth. These infrasonic waves, generated by the grinding of tectonic plates deep underground, are imperceptible to us. But to an elephant, they are a clear and urgent signal of impending danger. They are, in essence, listening to the heartbeat of the earth, a skill that provides them with a precious head start when the ground beneath them is about to violently shift. In the black of night, the forest floor is a world of shadow and concealment. For a predator that relies on sight, hunting would be impossible. But for the pit viper, the darkness holds no advantage for its prey. This snake sees the world in a way we can scarcely comprehend. It sees heat. A mouse, warm-blooded and scurrying through the undergrowth, glows like a lantern in the snake's perception. This is not vision as we know it. It is a thermal map of the world, a sixth sense that allows it to strike with lethal precision in absolute darkness. This superpower is located in a pair of deep pits, one on each side of its head, between the eye and the nostril. These pits house a membrane thinner than a human hair, packed with thousands of nerve endings that can detect minute changes in temperature, as little as a few thousandths of a degree. This allows the snake to build a detailed three-dimensional heat image of its surroundings. It can judge the size and distance of its prey based on its thermal signature alone. For the pit viper and its python cousins, the night is not dark, but illuminated by the very warmth of life. To our eyes, a field of flowers is a beautiful, if somewhat uniform, tapestry of colour. But for a bee, this same field is a vibrant landscape of secret signals and glowing pathways. Bees possess a visual sense that extends beyond our own limited spectrum. They can see ultraviolet light. This ability completely transforms their world, revealing patterns on flower petals that are entirely invisible to us. These patterns, known as nectar guides, act like landing strips, pointing the bee directly towards its sugary reward. What appears to us as a simple yellow flower might, in the ultraviolet world of the bee, have a dark bullseye at its center, a beacon guiding it to the nectar. This remarkable vision is not just a convenience, it is the key to a vital symbiotic relationship that underpins entire ecosystems. As the bee follows these unseen signs, it becomes dusted with pollen, which it then carries to the next flower, ensuring the plant's reproduction. The bee's sixth sense, its ability to see the invisible, is the engine of pollination that helps to feed our world. It is one of nature's most epic and mysterious journeys. A salmon, born in a small freshwater stream, travels thousands of kilometers to the vast expanse of the open ocean. There it will spend years growing to maturity. Then, driven by an ancient instinct, it begins its arduous journey home. Against all odds, it navigates the featureless ocean to find the mouth of the very same river system it left years before. This is not simply a feat of memory, but of a sense that imprints the very character of its birthplace. The secret seems to lie in a remarkable form of magnetic memory. It is thought that as a young salmon, or smolt, makes its first journey to the sea, it imprints on the unique magnetic signature of its home river. Each location on Earth has a slightly different magnetic field intensity and inclination angle. The salmon appears to store this specific magnetic coordinate in its brain. Years later, in the vastness of the ocean, it uses this internal map, this magnetic sixth sense, to navigate back to that precise spot, a homing instinct of incredible power and precision. As darkness falls, a different world awakens. The bat emerges, a master of the night sky. It flies with breathtaking agility through the most complex environments, hunting tiny insects on the wing, all in complete and total blackness. It does not use its eyes, instead it sees with sound. The bat emits a continuous stream of high-frequency clicks, sounds far too high for human ears to detect. These sound waves travel out, strike objects in the environment, and bounce back as echoes. From these echoes, the bat's brain constructs a richly detailed three-dimensional map of its surroundings. This process, known as echolocation, is so sophisticated that a bat can determine the size, shape, texture, and distance of an object as small as a mosquito. It can even detect the faint flutter of an insect's wings. This is not just navigating, it is painting a picture of the world with sound. This remarkable sixth sense is not unique to bats. Dolphins and whales use a similar, though lower frequency form of sonar to navigate the murky depths of the ocean. For thousands of years they have been our companions, but the dog lives in a world we can barely fathom, a world not of sights, but of smells. Their sense of smell is their primary sense, and its power is almost beyond our comprehension. A dog's nose is estimated to be between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than our own. While we might smell a stew cooking, a dog can identify every single ingredient, the beef, the carrots, the potatoes, the herbs, as a distinct and separate scent. This olfactory superpower allows them to perform feats that seem miraculous. They can follow a scent trail that is days old, locate a single missing person in a vast wilderness, or detect the faintest chemical changes in the human body. This is why dogs can be trained to sniff out diseases like cancer or to predict an epileptic seizure before it happens, sensing biochemical markers that are completely undetectable to our most advanced machines. Their nose is not just a sense, it is a window into a chemical reality, a sixth sense that reads the stories written in the air. An ant forages for food, wandering far from its nest in a seemingly random, chaotic path. Yet once it finds a morsel, it turns and makes a near-perfect straight line back to the entrance of its colony. How? This tiny insect is a master of celestial and terrestrial navigation, using a suite of senses to create an internal GPS. One of its most crucial tools is its ability to perceive polarized light. The pattern of polarized light in the sky, invisible to us, changes depending on the position of the sun, providing the ant with a reliable compass, even on cloudy days. But its abilities don't stop there. Evidence suggests that some ants also possess a magnetic sense, allowing them to use the Earth's magnetic field as a backup navigational aid. And perhaps most astonishingly, they appear to count their steps. By keeping an internal record of how many paces they've taken in a certain direction, they can calculate the shortest route home. It's a combination of a sun compass, a magnetic compass, and a pedometer, all packed into a brain smaller than a pinhead. In the silent blue expanse of the open ocean, giants glide with effortless grace. The manta ray, a creature of immense size and gentle nature, possesses a sensory ability it shares with its more aggressive shark relatives. Like sharks, it is equipped with the ampullae of Lorenzini, giving it the power of electroreception. This allows it to detect the weak bioelectric fields generated by small fish and crustaceans, its primary food source, even when they are buried and hidden in the sand on the ocean floor. But for a creature as intelligent and social as the manta ray, this sixth sense may have purposes beyond just finding food. Scientists speculate that their electroreceptive abilities could play a role in navigation, using the Earth's magnetic field to guide their long-distance migrations across the oceans. It is also possible that they use this sense to perceive the electric fields of other mantas, perhaps as a form of subtle close-range communication in the vast and visually limited marine environment. It is another layer of perception, another secret language of the deep. The annual migration of birds is one of nature's greatest spectacles. A tiny warbler weighing no more than a few coins can navigate thousands of kilometers from its breeding grounds to its wintering home and back again. We've known they use a magnetic compass, but how they see it has been a profound mystery. The leading theory takes us from the world of biology into the strange and bewildering realm of quantum physics. It is proposed that these birds literally see the Earth's magnetic field. The idea is that when a photon of light strikes a specific molecule called cryptochrome in the bird's eye, it creates a pair of electrons with linked quantum states, a state known as quantum entanglement. The Earth's magnetic field can influence these electrons, altering the chemical reaction and creating a pattern or filter superimposed on the bird's normal vision. In this way, the bird may see the magnetic lines of force as shifting patterns of light and shadow across the landscape, an augmented reality map that guides it on its incredible journey. So what do these extraordinary creatures teach us? They reveal that the animal world, the world we share, operates on dimensions we can't even begin to perceive. While we humans walk through life relying so heavily on our sight and our hearing, other species have evolved senses that tap into the fundamental forces of the universe: electricity, magnetism, heat, imperceptible vibrations, and perhaps even the spooky action of the quantum world. They are tuned into channels of reality to which we are completely deaf and blind. This sixth sense is not magic, nor is it supernatural. It is biology in its relentless creative drive, pushing the very boundaries of what is possible for a living organism. It is a testament to the 4 billion years of evolution that have shaped life on this planet, filling every conceivable niche with creatures possessed of the most remarkable and specialized tools for survival. The shark's electric sense is as real and as vital as our own sense of touch. The bird's magnetic vision is as crucial as our own sight. And the more we study these phenomena, the more we are humbled. We realize that nature still holds secrets far beyond our current understanding. Mysteries locked away in the senses of the animals around us. They remind us that there is always more to discover. If you enjoyed this journey into the unseen powers of the animal kingdom, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. There's a whole universe of natural wonders waiting to be explored, and we have only just begun to scratch the surface.